appreciate you talking about the rise in hate in Canada and the meetings that you said you've had with synagogues and mosque communities. Are you aware that 123 churches have been burned, vandalized, or desecrated in the last 4 years in Canada?
Mr. Lloyd, I am aware that a number of places of worship, including churches, have been vandalized, yes.
Have you met with any of those congregations, Minister?
I have not met with those specific congregations, but I have met with many members of different church and faith groups.
You haven't met with any of the members of the congregations in Canada, churches that have been subject to hate crimes over the last 4 years in this country?
I have not, no.
Is it because hate crimes against Christians aren't a priority for this government, Minister?
That's absolutely incorrect.
Well, you said you met with synagogues and mosques, which I do appreciate. Those communities need your support, Minister, but Christian communities also need your support. Why have you not met with any of those communities, Minister?
Well, I can tell you that I meet with faith leaders, I meet with Christian leaders across Canada all the time.
Thank you.
I've met with...
I'm going to move on to the next question. There have been allegations made that there was an Antifa member who threw smoke bombs into a church service in Montreal this past summer. The allegations are that they're a government employee that work on a military base outside of Montreal. Are you aware of these allegations, and are they being investigated?
Allegations such as that are investigated by the police of jurisdiction, so that in this case it would be the City of Montreal Police.
Considering that this is a potential terrorism case, does this concern you? Are you at all concerned about potentially a government employee being a member of an organization like Antifa and committing a crime like throwing smoke bombs in a church service?
I'm concerned at every incidence of hate at any place, including churches, and certainly if the allegation involves government employees, that makes me more concerned.
Minister, prominent members of your caucus have called for the banning of the SKS. These are hunting rifles that are used by Indigenous people and many others. Can you confirm to this committee, yes or no, is your government planning on banning the SKS?
No. But what I can say is that the expert panel is tasked to come up with recommendations.
To clarify, are you saying no, we can't confirm, or no, you are not banning the SKS?
No, we're not.
Okay. Minister, only a third of the $750 million that you're planning on spending on this gun confiscation is for compensating firearms owners. This number is estimated to be well short of the amount that's needed. If you continue on and compensate all these firearm owners, it's going to be well over $1 billion. How can you justify that expense when we've been told by the Customs and Immigration Union that we only have 300 CBSA officers who are at the borders and removing potentially violent criminals from Canada? How can you justify that expense?
I think that number is incorrect with respect to CBSA, and I can ask Ms. O'Gorman if you wish to clarify
I'll move
that.
on to the next question. Thank you, Minister. Minister, trappers, foresters, biologists, Ms. O'Gorman, if you could provide that in writing to this committee at a later time, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you. Trappers, foresters, biologists, and other wilderness workers require protection from dangerous animals like cougars and bears. Minister, do you believe that these individuals should be able to carry handguns for their personal protection?
They should be able to carry the right type of equipment to do their job that is in line with Canadian law.
So these professionals, they do have to carry a lot of equipment into the wilderness. They can't just carry a rifle. It can be very heavy with all their other equipment. A sidearm is necessary for their safety. Do you support their right to do this?
I support their right to be equipped with the right type of tools that they need to do their job effectively and safely in line with Canadian law.
Does that include a handgun when necessary?
Again, I will repeat what I said, Mr. Lloyd.
Are you aware of what an authorization to carry is, Minister?
Yes, I am.
Are you aware what it takes to get an authorization to carry in Canada?
Yes, I am.
What is required to get an authorization to carry?
What will be required is a course that will ensure that they're properly trained in carrying the said type of firearm.
Yes, a proof of proficiency test. I'm pleased that you understand that, Minister. Minister, since your government brought in the handgun freeze, it's now become impossible for anyone to transfer or purchase a handgun. So how do you expect people to pass a proficiency test if they can never get access to a handgun?
Well, listen, these, as you're aware, this legislation was brought in as part of Bill C-21 and previously through a number of orders and councils. To date, we believe that the program is working well.
These members cannot get their proficiency test because of C-21. You're asking these people to go on their trap lines, to go into the forest without the proper equipment that they need. Do you commit to fixing this, Minister? Because you're putting these people's lives at risk because they can't access handguns because your government, in a reckless ideological decision, completely banned the transfer of handguns. So people cannot get their authorizations to carry. They cannot get their proficiency tests. What are you going to do to fix this, Minister?
Unfortunately, the time is over. There might be an opportunity to engage further the minister on the topic, which.
Through you, oh, now I'm on. Thank you, Chair, through you. And again, I will be respectful, but I will ask, Minister, if you could be as succinct as possible, because I have a lot I have to get through and a lot that I want Canadians to hear from you. I just want to pick up on what the last question was, because there seems to be a bit of a contradiction. So you have mentioned to my colleague that you would not ban the SKS. However, it's still under review whether you would ban the purchase and sale of the SKS. Can you please clarify?
Sure. At this point, there is no plan to ban the SKS. Okay, there's no. But however, the expert panel. There is an expert panel, as you're aware, as part of Bill C-21 that will, that if they do recommend movement on it, then we will make.
Okay, so this isn't a permanent promise. This is just a for now promise that we're not banning the SKS for now.
The commitment that I've made is that there's 2,500 prohibited firearms as part of the 3 sets of orders in council that are the subject of the buyback program. So those will.
Okay, I'm going to move on because
Sure.
I just wanted to clarify that, and then I'm going to move on because I want to touch on a few things that have already been said. 600 foreign nationals, they've committed violent crimes, I believe, in Canada, and they're missing. You could not say where they are. Do you know where one of them is?
Yeah, I can tell you there's 61 of them that are currently serving time.
61?
61.
I'm talking
40
about the 600 that we don't know where they are. They're lost. So of the 600 that are lost, that we don't know where they are, do we have a clue on 1, 2, 3, 10? What's the number that we know where they are now of those 600?
Madam Kirkland, 61 of them are in detention, are serving time right now. 41 of them, their warrants, they're no longer, the warrants have been closed. 48% of the 600 are not, have not committed a violent offense or have not, so there are offenses like mischief, failing to comply, and so on. So
we're still looking. We're still looking for them.
We're still trying to locate them. Yes.
Safety is of utmost priority. You are the public safety minister. It is your job to keep the public safe. Would that be correct?
I've indicated from the outset that is my responsibility.
Perfect.
Yes.
So you've mentioned several times that Canadians are lining up to sell their guns back to the government in the gun confiscation plan. Police associations, experts, and even you have admitted that this program won't work. So what I'm curious, you said in your testimony 12,000 firearms have been removed from the streets, and we're talking about guns that kill people. So of those 12,000, you said they are law-abiding citizens because they've given them back. How many criminals have come forward to sell their guns back? Just a number.
So let me just clarify. The 12,000 that have been returned are part of the business buyback program.
Okay.
So they're business owners, part of the phase 1
Okay,
of
thank
the
you.
program.
That answers that question. Are there any criminals who have lined up to hand you their guns back?
We don't typically do criminal background checks on the returns.
Oh, I see. So do you really believe any criminal will hand over an illegally obtained gun that was used in a crime or that is being planned to use to hurt people? Do you believe it? It's just a simple yes or no?
The compensation program is meant to ensure that over 180,000 prohibited firearms, which includes AR-15s.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt, sir.
Well,
Sir, you're not
MP
answering the
Kirkland, I'm sorry
question.
I have to interrupt too. Until now, it was going quite smoothly. The interpretation was possible, but now I'm finding that we are entering into a world in which it might become impossible for some to understand the flow of the conversation. So please, let's revert to a smooth and reasonable and useful flow of conversation. Your time has stopped, and you have one more minute.
Okay, for my last minute and 11 seconds, I would like to move on to public safety. Right now, people don't feel safe. More than 51% of Canadians, as reported in this National Post article, do not feel safe in their communities anymore. Right now, Durham Regional Police, Niagara Police, they're now asking us to deal with have a 9 p.m. routine, to shut down our lives, lock our doors. Is this really the Canada that you envisioned when you became the public safety minister?
Look, the issues around public safety are critically important to Canadians. It impacts all of our families.
Are they important to you?
Well, I think if you will let me answer the question, Ms. Kirkland, so you posed a question, please give me the courtesy to answer it properly. The issues of public safety are critically important. Every single one of us in this room, every single one of us who ran for office and were elected here have a responsibility towards ensuring the safety and security of all Canadians, and that's what we're doing here. We may have different perspectives on how to approach this, but I can assure you that as a minister, from day one, I've been working to ensure that safety and security of Canadians, whether it's at the border, whether it's
I'm sorry,
making sure that
Minister, we'll have to stop here.